Alrighty, you beautiful people, good morning. So, again, good morning. It might not be morning for you, it's morning for me. Welcome back to another video, as always. So today we're going to be doing the Knighthood boss battles. So a couple of you guys have requested that I show you guys how I do mine. This one is actually pretty, I would say, easy to get a lot of points, because like sometimes I do struggle, for example in Hell, and sometimes struggle to get the 6k for the individual reward, but as you can see I've absolutely smashed it this time around. Like I have 12k for the individual, and then I've cracked 9k points on Hell as well. So I'm going to show you how I do it. It's nothing kind of crazy, to be honest. It's pretty straightforward. You basically just use, not that team, this team. Basically, Knighthoods are all about maximizing points, right? So, no shit. Duh. Maximizing stats is what I meant to say. So, the more stats you have, the higher stats you have, the more points you're going to get. So, obviously, you guys might not have Mael just yet. If you don't have Mael, you can swap it out for another goddess. Like maybe you've got Ludo. No, sorry, not Ludo. You want to use Margaret instead, right? Maybe if you don't have Margaret, but you basically just want another goddess, right? So this is the team. So Liz will boost stats with her passive, so will Tarmiel, so will Sariel, and then so will Mael, right? So basically goddess team is just the way you want to go. If you're struggling with points, you can also eat more HP food. That will help a lot as well. But basically this is the team that I'm pretty much just going to use all the way through, right? Like it's nothing crazy. As you get higher up, this one does have a couple of annoying gimmicks in terms of like invincibility and stuff, which you guys will see. I actually don't mind the invincibility. Sorry, still remnants there of the spicy cough. I actually don't mind the invincibility part to it, because it gives me a chance to like move some cards around and stuff like that, right? So all I'm going to do here is, I think I just one shot here anyway, but I just basically do all the AoEs, right? So buff up with Tarmiel and then do all the AoEs. There we go, done, right? And I actually think that I still get a decent amount of points. Yeah, 1700 points, right? So otherwise you can also move cards and stuff like that, but that's usually plenty for the first one. So I think got 2000 last time because I moved a few cards around and like did a bit of waiting and stuff like that. But basically it's all about the max amount of stats you can get to. So whether or not that becomes maybe like a human team for you guys, excuse me, or whether that is it probably would be a human team next, because you've got a massive stats of HP, right? Or maybe it could be my boy Kusak. Maybe it can be a demon team to increase your overall stats as well. But honestly, goddesses are just the best for the knighthood stuff, as you guys probably know, right? So use your max goddesses you can. Hopefully you do have these heroes. If you don't have red Tarmiel, you can substitute out for blue Tarmiel if you want. If you don't have, you should have red Sariel. He's free. You should hopefully have bloody Liz by now. She's been in like every banner. So like, look, some of these heroes, mate, you may not have, but hopefully if you've been playing the game for a decent period of time, you have most of them, right? So I'm just going to pretty much do the same thing again. Buff up and then AoEs. So look, in terms of like, if you don't have a goddess team, like I said, any team that basically increases your max amount of stats, right? You can use the there you go. So it gives invincibility, right? So as you can see, if you get rid of the two side pieces before you get rid of the main head, it gives them invincibility, which I'm not fussed about, just because I'll do some moving of some cards and stuff, and I can kind of just tank this, right? And I actually want to, because I want to get Liz's passive going, because that'll increase all my overall stats and stuff as well. So I'm just going to do that, and then we're going to do that. I'm just throwing these cards away, right? So invincibility means basically that for 2 turns he can't get attacked or damaged by literally anything, right? So if you want to do it as clear as possible, basically just do AoEs. Do strong AoEs, right? Maybe you rank up King or something like that, something along those lines. But this boss is pretty easy to get a decent chunk of points with, right? So obviously we've got, he's now disabled, right? We're up to 20. We've got full 5 sets on passive on him. We've got full passives on Liz, right? and we've got increase in stats because of Mael as well, and then Sariel's got an increase in stats as well. I've only got one stack of Holy Relic, which is not the best, but we can get more, right? So see, you can see my stats: 30k, 35k, 45k, 35k, like attack, right? 404k, 500k, 500k, 430k. So like my stats are really high now, and I'm going to do the same thing here, and then I'm going to do that, because I wouldn't mind if I can get another hit with a Power Strike from Sariel. It'll increase his stats again, and that'll help with my points, but no, I'm just going to kill. That's fine. So, like I said, again, you can take HP food if you want to increase your overall stats as well, but Goddesses are kind of one of those things where, there you go, 3,400 points, and I did none of these. It doesn't really, like, these parts don't really matter until you get to Hell, and then you can do them with a Goddess team anyway. So, like I said, if you can't do the Goddess team, well, you've got to substitute some people out, right? So let's say you can use, again, Margaret, right? If you've got Margaret, you can use Green Sariel if you want, you can use Butamiel, but the main reason why you want to use this team is for the stat boosts. So ideally, if you don't have Mael, you would put in Ludo, right, for the stat boost from her passive. To be honest, we could even try it with that instead. It might work better because they do more stat boosts for the entire team, right, because of this. But, you know, it is what it is. Like, I've just been using Mael and it seems to work. You know what? Let's try it with Ludo. High CC as well, and then I'm going to pop some HP food just to show you guys, right? And again, I keep saying this, if you don't have a Goddess team, I hope you do, but if you don't, then you can, run basically a team that just increases. Sorry, guys. Far out. I thought I kicked this. And then if you don't have one, just, run a team that increases your basic stats, right? Whatever team you've got built up, or whatever team you have that has the highest stats. So say you've super invested into the Demon team, run the Demon team, see if that works, right? If you don't, you've already invested into, say, the one Escanor, right? Or the Human team, use the Human team, rank up Escanor. So whatever can give you the most amount of stats is kind of what you're going for here, yeah? Alright, so I'm just going to do a couple of buffs. This might not work as well because I don't really have the damage dealing of Mael that I kind of want to have. So it probably takes a little bit longer, to be honest. But we might get more points for it. Who knows? So I literally just kind of jumped on and was like, you know what? I'm going to try the new Mael team. And the Mael team smashed it. So, yeah. Cool, another buff card. That's good for us. Cancelled all the buffs. That's fine. He's patiencing Margaret. So that's really cool. And that's fine, because... Oh, really? Cancel my only buff. Okay, that's fine. So what I'm going to do here is we're just going to keep yeeting cards, basically. And then we're going to target that. Perfect. Never mind. Go Margaret. Perfect. This is also a really good time to use, like, Tamiel's ult, right? Red Tamiel's, because of how much ult gauge this dude has. It's kind of wild. Cool, and then I'm just going to do that. Because he's unhittable right now, right? As you can see, he's kind of like see-through, which means he can't be attacked, I believe. I guess we'll find out. Because I know that the first point is, like, you can damage him while he has his little shields, and then the next one is I don't think you can damage him while he has his... Oh no, you can. Okay. It's the Hell one that's like that. Okay, cool. So yeah, basically now he's got his invincibility again, which is fine. So I'm just going to go for some more stat boosts. He does take away ult gauge, which is very annoying. Happens on Hell too. Let me see how many... 40k attack, 50k attack. So some might actually be better because it gives me more just like overall stat boosts, right? So I'm going to do that. And then I'm just going to merge. I'm going to throw away a couple of cards here. So I'll be interested to see how many points I get from this, because this has got even better stats than last time. And I got the thing for using charge skills. So, look, I mean, maybe Mael's not the right pick here. Maybe Margaret is. What have you got? Let's have a look. Charge, remove 8 debuffs from allies using skills with the Purify effect. I hope he does it again, because then I get more points, right? Ah, that's a shame. That's alright. I'm going to do that one more time, and then we're going to do that, because I can keep getting some stat increases for Sariel. That's the goal. So the reason why I'm doing this, I've got Sariel's Holy Relic, which if you guys don't have, that's okay. You'll still be able to do it, but obviously you won't be able to maximize your points, right? Like, I'm doing this for you guys to get max Deco 8,600 points for what was it, hard difficulty or whatever, right? So we're actually going to try this team again on Hell, because it looks like it's a really good team for just lots of points, because that increased it was like another 2,000 points. So I'm going to eat some HP food again, because I actually almost need it this time, because I'm not too fussed about the amount of damage I do, but like, I'm trying to just maximize my buffs, my stats, all that kind of stuff. So I mean, I'm sounding like a broke record here, right? But you guys get the point. Use a Goddess team, or use a team that allows you to boost all your overall stats. So maybe use a Barn team with HP food. You know, maybe use a Demon team. Demon team's probably more about lowering their stats than it is about, you know, helping you. But I actually think I might save this card, because it looks like he's going to do a couple of debuffs. Wait, does not matter in this one. All right, cool. Cool, so this is just what we're going to do. So I'm pretty sure he is invincible now. On Hell, there's a couple of different... No, okay, so he can be damaged. So once you get rid of the 2 shields, he can no longer be damaged. Again, he has the invincibility for 2 turns. But when we get into the next phase, you have to get rid of the shields first before you can do any damage to him. Right, so... buff disable, that's okay. Likes Margaret, that's fine. So it is annoying because we did get ignited, but that's okay. I've got to do that anyway, but this should give us a little bit of heals from Liz's passive, right? So I'm not really fussed about doing like the damage right now, right? Like, there we go, so I'm back up to full HP. No buff cards. That is a little bit unlucky with the RNG, TBH, but that's fine. Yeah, it's fine. You can buff disable her. She's not there for the buffing, right? So now he's disabled again, because obviously he's attacking Tarmiel, right? So I'm just gonna do this again, because I want the stat boosts, and then I'm hoping this does enough damage to kill. And I'm actually going to get Liz's ult, because the revive might actually come in handy here, just in case. I'm not... Oh, never mind. Liz is coming in absolutely clutch. There you go, and I got the thing for dealing 300k damage, right? So I'll be keen to see... I'm actually going to just use these ults, because I'm going to cleanse, and I'm going to do that, and I'm going to get Margaret's ult. Because the more ults you use as well, the more it increases your points. Alright, so this is kind of the... Oh no, oh, I keep forgetting he's got no... That's okay, I don't mind that. That was on 1 million damage though, that was kind of clean. And now I've got Margaret's ult for final fight. That's actually, unless he... Yeah, damn. That's okay. I would have lost the ults anyway, so it was kind of worth using. Let me do that. Yeah, I'm just going to yeet some damage into him. I suppose I'm just going to attack him. Like, that's another way of saying yeet some damage, right? Cool, and then this should be probably it. Yeah, sweet. So I'll be interested to see how many points we get this time, because we did have a whole bunch of buffs and stacks and stuff like that. So... There we go, 10k points. Right, so that's wicked. So, don't use my L. If there's anything to go by. I might even actually just go back and do the rest of them with Margaret as well. But this is definitely the best team to use, because it'll just absolutely maximize the points you can use. So again, just max stats, go in. The boss itself isn't actually too hard. So you will be able to do it. Just make sure you follow along with its funny little gimmicks. And hope this helps, guys. As always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.